Hiya, and welcome to Cartoon Graveyard. And it's Quick Draw Monday. You know the drill. Meet me inside. I'll tell you all about it. Ahoy, ahoy, and welcome to Cartoon Graveyard Quick Draw Monday. So, I thought karma had caught up on me today. I mocked a fellow artist for not having a glove, um, and then I couldn't find my glove. So there you go. That's the thing to do. Never ever mock a fellow artist. So today in Quick Draw Monday, Cartoon Graveyard, what the hell am I doing? So when I first started as a internet cartoonist many years ago, and I can't draw for the life of me this morning. That's normally Quick Draw Monday doesn't have this, but for some reason I just can't get my there we go. This is going to be weird. So normally what happens is on Quick Draw Monday I draw something that's either a suggestion or something that's come from my head. Now this particular one is something which is not a suggestion. It was kind of a throwback to something which came up. So there we go. Now normally we don't get this on Quick Draw Monday, so for anyone that watches regularly, you'll know that that was a bit weird, but for some reason I just couldn't get the shape right. So when I first started drawing for the internet, I was very lucky to meet a very, very talented individual called Drake Fenwick. Now some of you may know him, some of you may not. But Drake Fenwick used to do a webcomic, one of the first webcomics, and he did a webcomic called Supermegatopia. Now, Supermegatopia was a superhero comic for furries. I would have counted myself, I definitely like the genre. Because when it first started, I didn't see the underside of it. I just saw furry genre as maybe something that you enjoyed because of Looney Tune cartoons and all those kind of anthropomorphic cartoons. Anyway, the Super Megatopia world had. Let's just turn that background off now. Actually, not just for a minute. So the Super Megatopia world was a furry world, and I was very lucky to have Drake allow me to draw my own cartoon strip on there, which was a terrorist teddy bear called Darkplush. He'd been discarded as a teddy bear, fallen into the Super Megatopia dump, and because of some discarded, not even nuclear waste, just waste from one of the superhero labs. There we go. He became sentient. So he was little girls. No, he wasn't. He wasn't little girls. I always say little girls when I start talking because it's a teddy bear. So he was one of those gifts that somebody gives to a partner, only to then fall out, and then they don't want that gift anymore. And he was awesome, and I loved him, and I drew loads of cartoons of him. And as I said, he was a terrorist. Now, this is going back a while, and the terrorist part was all very fun. I come from an Irish family, and so I've grown up with terrorism, and I was in the last mainland bomb blast, IRA mainland bomb blast in the UK, so I didn't see it as much of a problem. But this comic was very much aimed at American audiences, even though it was on the global front, so to speak, because of the internet. It was aimed at American audiences, and then 9/11 happened, and I did not feel comfortable with portraying a popular character as a terrorist. So he stopped being a terrorist and started being a pervert. Because that's clearly so much better. And this little pervert teddy bear used to. I tried to think what is really American that that the British audiences don't really get. What can I make him do instead of terrorism? And weird, I think, because of films like, I don't know, Porky's, things like that. The American system, we believed that you did a lot of panty raids. I'm sorry, guys, but that's just how teenagers saw American colleges, and that's exactly that's exactly what they he became. He just did these weird panty raids, and I drew a series of comic strips which were called um, Panties of the World. I think you can probably still find them online somewhere. I've got them as a, and that's what I ended up doing. So this little terrorist teddy bear became a pervert, and I loved him with all of my heart. And because he was the first artwork that I used to get fan mail for and fan requests, I thought, you know what? I am actually going to. Why is that not working? Let's try that again. There we go. So I decided to. I decided to give him. Oh, that's really big. I don't want it to be that big. Sometimes press down too hard on this. There we go. So I decided to give him all these little quirks, and I've lost my train of thought now. But he became so popular that I thought, wow, this internet art is brilliant. I shall stick with doing it. And he became so popular that I ended up being a designer for Steve Jackson Games, that designs the Munchkin cards, designing a series of cards called the Evil Ted game. And it was about zombie teddy bears. And although the game never got produced in the end, there is a card out there designed by me, Kit Cox, in the Munchkin cards. It's worth a fair old bit, I've been told. That is basically evil teddy bears as munchkins. As munchkins, as zombies. What am I talking about? As zombies. So, it's supposed to be him caught in the light, by the way. Yeah, I know. Just go with it. It's a very, very dodgy beam of light. Let's try and make it a bit wall-like coming in there as well. That's how I was perceiving it. So, there we go. Put those around there. He's caught in the beam of light. Now, normally I would go away and I would colour this, but there's been an interesting conversation today as well. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There's been an interesting conversation today about my colour blindness, and so rather than colouring it how I would normally colour it, I'm going to colour it on here, which you will see that when it comes down to it, I don't put that much effort and care into colouring. Just get the right kind of shapes. And but I liked Evil Ted. Oh, crap. I liked Evil Ted. Sorry, I keep blaspheming. I do apologise for anybody that I don't go out of my way to do things to cause offence to people. So, and I would, yeah, not set out to upset anybody at all. So, there we go. So this is Evil Ted, and he is going to have behind him weird coloured bricks, and at his feet, oh, do I not do everything there? There we go. And do. Now I'm not going to do any shading on this at all. I'm just going to. There we go. What colour pants? Let's make them. I don't know. Not blue. Let's make them red. There we go. Hey, there we go. And so there you go. Very, very quick picture for Monday Quick Draw. So this is Darkplush. He was one of the most evil teddy bears. Maybe I will tidy him up a little bit, put it in the comments. But Darkplush as Monday's Quick Draw, and I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you. It's been a pleasure drawing for you. Okay then, just a little bit of different colour. I'll have a little bit of play around with that. So there you go. Perfect. Darkplush, part of the cartoon graveyard. So there you go. So that's I'm losing. It's the joy of taking off glasses while wearing this. So Evil Ted, one of my first internet creations, an absolute pleasure to introduce to the cartoon graveyard. If there are any requests, maybe it's of, as I said, characters in the past that I've drawn. Maybe it's of Munchkin things. Maybe it's of bits that you've seen me draw in the past that have not been drawn here in the cartoon graveyard. Maybe it's just something you want to see drawn. Please give me suggestions. I would love to draw them for you. In the meantime, remember to subscribe, hit that subscribe button. You don't have to do the little bell if you want, but if you do, it tells you when new videos come in. But it's been a pleasure, all the new people that have joined on. So once again, thank you for coming to the cartoon graveyard. It's been my pleasure. Bye bye.